Hi, folks. Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans. And today we're going to be talking about Pixar's Elemental, an upcoming movie from them, releasing in June of 2023. I got a lot to talk about here. I even did a community poll on this one, folks. So, yeah, this is Elementals, the first concept, and you guys can already get a gimmick of what the heck this one's going to be about. And I see here on this, where's this? Polygon.com. Pixar's next movie, Elemental, is a melting pot story. What if elements had feelings? So I feel that like Pixar has just been getting really generic. Like it's the same thing every time now. Like I remember when this company first came out, it was like, here's Toy Story, this groundbreaking, movie that has groundbreaking technology and animation, and nowadays it's like every Pixar movie looks so good that you never really complain about the animation style anymore. But like the stories have just been getting really boring. I really like I felt Luca was like just a snooze fest. The Good Dinosaur also just really bad. I really was not a fan of Turning Red. And I'm Canadian. That movie takes place in Canada. They decide to focus on an Asian, like Chinese. Literally, it's like you have Canada. We have a majority white population. We have a huge Aboriginal population up north. Okay, and Quebec is a giant French-speaking province. Okay, so what do? Do we make a freaking movie about those three people? No, let's make a movie about Chinese people in fucking Canada. Okay, garbage. I really did not like that film. It was about there was a lot of. It's not exactly about a girl on her period, but there's a lot of elements in there baked in. Just a very bizarre. Just a very bizarre film. I just was not a fan of Turning Red. Maybe if I had a daughter, I mentioned this during my review when I did my review of it, but when I watched that film, I said maybe if I had a daughter, I could appreciate it a little bit more, or like I just don't have a daughter though, so I didn't care and I gave it low rating. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe the girls in the audience can let me know if they had better feelings towards that film, but because I sure didn't. And here we have the next big Pixar film. Will it be any good? I guess we got to find out. So let's read that other article first. So there's the concept art. We get a fire, and this person's a fire elemental. This person's a water. We get an earth person back here. This is an earth person. So it's kind of like Avatar: The Last Airbender, where there's like fire, earth, water, and air. It seems like anyway. And then we get a bunch of. Are these the gray people in the background? They look like they're made of dust or air. And then we do see this kind of like bamboo tree here. Maybe he's an earth guy. Very interesting. Yeah, very very interesting. So let's see what we got here. Pixar has provided the very first details of its upcoming feature Elemental, including a release date of June 16th, 2023. Very interesting. So that's around Father's Day, I believe, right? Yeah. Directed by Peter Son, best known for The Good Dinosaur. Oh, God. Okay, this one's going to be a flop. Oh shit! They actually got the guy who did the good Oh, huge fail! Huge fail! I do not have high hopes for this one. As soon as I see the good dinosaur, hell no. The movie takes place in a city filled with beings tied to the various elements of fire, water, air, and land, not Earth. Oh, I guess it's because it takes place in like a different planet or universe. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. Fire, water, air, and I don't know. Land, is that what should they have gone with dirt? Dirt might have been, or plant or nature. Fire, water, air, and land. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, it sounds weird. I don't know. Whenever you watch, if you guys have ever seen Avatar: Last Airbender, you're like fire, water, earth, and air. Seeing land here just feels out of the mix. But okay, whatever. I'll roll with the punches. Sure. It follows two characters named Ember and Wade. Okay, I like the names. Okay, so this is Ember and this is Wade. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Um, and they have very fiery and watery sounding names, but hold on. Who you might have guessed are composed of seemingly opposite elements. So it's going to be a love story between water and fire. Is that what that means? Who are composed of seemingly opposite elements. Wait, is the blue guy named Ember? That would be weird. No, I don't think so. I think they just mean like they're opposite. So one's fire, one's water. Okay. So wait, when they okay, so here's my prediction. They're gonna have a child at the end, and it's gonna be named Steam. It's gonna be named Steam, right? Fire and water. What do fire and water make? Steam. I'm assuming. Condensation. Oh, maybe they'll have a kid named Condensation. I don't know. I guess we gotta find out. Let's keep going here. Here's some. I'm gonna rank this film. By the way, I have a tier list that I do. I think I still have it open after all these months. Jesus. Yeah. Here I ranked like some of my least favorite. Yeah. Here was my tier list. Toy Story at the top. Monsters Inc., Incredibles, Finding Nemo, and Wall-E. Those were my best of the best. And then we had like Up, Ratatouille, Toy Story 3, Toy Story 2, Brave, Coco, Inside Out as great. Then we had the mediocres, Car, Bugs Life, Monsters University. In the bad category, Luca, Toy Story 4, Incredibles 2, Soul, and Onward. I wasn't a fan of any of those. And Awful, Cars 2, Turning Red, which I just talked about. Good Dinosaur, good God. Finding Dory. I really didn't like Finding Dory. And Cars 3 is what I put as the absolute worst Pixar film ever made. You guys can go watch that video. It's called like Sandro's Pixar tier list updated or something. Every time there's a new Pixar movie, I do it. So when Lightyear comes out, expect another updated tier list. And when this movie Elementals comes out, another one. So yeah, I also wanted to talk about, so when I was a kid, I almost forgot to mention this, good thing I remembered. There was actually this game called Fireboy and Water Girl, which is pretty funny. I played it on a website called Congregate, I don't know how to pronounce it exactly, but you would get badges for completing the things. I used to play this all the time. I used to go to my local library because like back in the day, not everybody had computers. So to play on the computer, you actually had to go to your library for family couldn't afford one. And I was just there hanging out with some of the kids. We'd be playing mini clip addicting games, like the whole 9 yards, folks. And this game was one that you could play with two people, right? You had to get the arrow keys and the WASD, and you had to control them around. It was a lot of fun. It's actually a very hard game to control if you're doing it one player. Like you could play the game one player, but it's a pain in the ass. But if you got a little brother or something, it's a fun game. I definitely recommend it. So yeah, people were comparing it to this game, which I think is pretty funny and kind of on the money, kind of on the money. But let's keep going here. So here's Son on the film. So this is the creator here. My parents emigrated from Korea in the early 1970s and built a bustling grocery store in the Bronx. We were among many families who ventured to a new land with hopes and dreams, all of us mixing into the one big salad bowl of cultures, languages, and beautiful little neighborhoods. So this is the focus of every Pixar film now, right? That's what led me to Elemental. It's getting a little boring that like it's just always about the diversity with these people. Our story is based on the classic elements: fire, water, land, and earth. And again, fire, water, land, and air. See, it should be earth, but okay. Some elements mix with each other and some don't. What if these elements were alive? Yeah, what if, huh? It's just another Pixar film where they make something turn alive. And you know what? Let's watch that right now. So I wanted to talk about this. This is an interesting tidbit here. Family Guy. Actually, they're owned by Disney, which also is like Pixar is owned by Disney. Family Guy is taking shots at Pixar. Pixar's quality I think that like when they even before they got bought by Disney, the quality was not there. You know what I mean? Like I really feel like The Good Dinosaur was a tipping point for this franchise, for this Pixar studio. This is a Family Guy episode that aired a couple weeks ago, May 9th actually, just 4 weeks ago. And let's flip this around. Oh no, it was already flipped. Okay, hold on. I want to flip this around, and I might have to cover up more of the screen because this is copyrighted material. But I just wanted to play it for you guys. Okay. Hopefully you guys understand if I have to put something to cover this up, just so I don't get copyright struck. But let's play this and see what Family Guy's take is on modern day Pixar. Maybe is there comments? We might even read the comments.
Please bring this thick sweater.
Okay.
Canada's its only chance to get out.
Larry! See you on the other side, boys. And when I get there, I'll send you a cable.
This fall, Pixar presents Sweaters. Pixar, we're not a guaranteed home run anymore.
You see? They're not a
And what do you
guaranteed.
say we head home? And on the way, we can even watch that new Pixar movie, Sweaters.
Another home run?
You bet it might be.
You bet it might be. That was pretty good. There's only a few comments here. Hold on. Whoops. Pixar, we're not a guaranteed home run anymore. Hasn't been since 2013. Is that when the Good Dinosaur came out? We can't see the reply. 20th Century Fox, do Fritz the Cat part 15, and he says okay. I don't know what that is. It might be his channel's little thing there, but this is a great clip that really just showcases most people are just kind of like over Pixar. It's not as quality as it used to be, honest to God. And again, I showed you guys my tier list. A lot of the new material. Well, let's go back to my tier list. A lot of the older stuff is at the top here, except for Inside Out and Coco. Those ones are, I thought they were pretty solid. But some of the newer stuff here, like Luca, Toy Story 4, what Toy Story 3 had such a great ending. Why do we need like Toy Story 4? You know what I mean? Incredibles 2 was nowhere near as good as the Incredibles 1. Boring villain, just like a bunch of weird ass characters were thrown in. I even talk about it. Dash, the first movie, okay? One of the things is Dash can run on water, and later on, one of the biggest scenes of The Incredibles 2 is they're on a yacht, and they're surrounded by water, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be the scene where Violet makes like a runway out of her invisible like barriers, and Dash is going to run on it and like, try and do something to stop the boat using his running on water powers, but no, not quite, actually, not at all. So I think the writers just really didn't do a great job on Incredibles 2. And I did a review on all these. You guys could go watch my thoughts. So let's talk more about Elementals. And in addition to the description and timing details, Pixar also released an early piece of concept art to give a sense of the film's visual style. You could check out the full image down below. So there it is. There's that image again. And the June 16th date means that Elemental will be released almost exactly a year after the upcoming Lightyear, a prequel of sorts that follows the origin story of Buzz Lightyear. So yeah, Lightyear is supposedly, like, if you watch the first Toy Story, right? Andy is having a birthday party and he gets Buzz Lightyear from his mom. So they had the idea, like, what if Andy and his family went to go to the movie theaters and watch that Buzz Lightyear film? What if we actually showed that Lightyear film? And that's sort of what we're getting here. And it's unclear right now if Elementals will be a theatrical release or join other animated films like Turning Red or Luca and go straight to Disney+. I think this is going to theaters for sure. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it's going to go to theaters. This seems like one of Pixar's bigger ones. And then here we have this logo. I think this is a great like thumbnail logo for sure. Pixar's next movie, Elemental, is a melting pot story. And same thing here. We could just get a bunch of so it's gonna be directed by the guy who did two of the worst Pixar movies, The Good Dinosaur. No, sorry. It's gonna be directed by Peter Sohn. That's the guy who talked about growing up in Korea and moving. The Good Dinosaur, and then the guy who's gonna be producing it is gonna be the guy who did Cars 2, one of the worst overall Pixar films. So this is just going to be a train wreck. I smell it. Will arrive June 16, 2023. And then same thing here. And then just the concept art again. Yeah, it's just the same rehashing in a different article. So I guess we're done then, basically. The only thing this one had different was this sort of new logo here, Elemental. So I think I went over everything. I think that Family Guy clip really summed it up. It's like Pixar just isn't the company they once were. But I am glad Pixar's still around. I really hope Disney doesn't shut them down like what they did to the Ice Age creators, Blue Sky Studios. They just axed them altogether recently and laid off a shit ton of people. I really hope Pixar sticks around because they're a big brand. They're a big brand and they do pretty good stuff. So, well, sometimes they every now and again they hit a home run, but some of the time, just like Family Guy said, a home run some of the time. That's going to be it for me. So let me know. Do you guys? I'm really concerned about this movie. The fact that who it's being made by here, the Good Dinosaur and Cars 2 people. Those are two of the people you really don't want making this film. Like, holy crap. Not a great match here. Not a great match at all. So, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. Even though it's made by those people, maybe they hit a home run here. Maybe they actually do it. Maybe against all the odds, they give us a great show. And I guess we're going to have to I'm going to have to watch it next year, folks. I'm going to have to watch it next year. So that's going to be it from me. Please like the video. Please leave all your comments. I know there's going to be so many comments. Do you agree with my tier list? I mean, guys, in a couple of weeks, Lightyear is going to be out, and I will have an updated tier list. So I don't know where I'm going to put it, but if it's a good film, expect it on the top half. If it's not a good film, expect it down here. I guess let's just hope it's better than Toy Story 4, huh, folks? And that's going to be it. So, again, please like, comment, subscribe, and why not watch an ad for your boy Sandro? I really appreciate it. I really do. If you guys watch an ad for me, if you even made it this far in the video, like 2 thumbs up, God bless. What more can I say? Thank you. I'm trying to do this full time, and you really make my day if you do that. Thank you so much. Peace out. Bye-bye, and have a beautiful day, guys. I'm out. Bye.